And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the championship game of the DC Wilcutt tournament. It is a rematch of the last 2 years. Ladue winning the first, CBC winning last year, and looking to make it 2 in a row. So we have CBC versus the Rams of Ladue in the DC Wilcutt Gymnasium, of course. So lots of Wilcutt names being thrown around, and we're very proud of that. We'll give you a little bit more about that throughout the broadcast. Joining us here on CSN, you notice the video is from Charter. We want to thank them for giving us access to their video. But we are bringing you the audio here on CSN. My name is Tom Eichwald. I'll be alongside Corey Bethany. Coach Corey Bethany, nice to have you with us.
Good atmosphere to be at. Oh, my God. You ready for this championship game or not?
Oh, this is fun. We had, of course, we had a third-place game. Congratulations to the Warriors of St. Charles West for winning the consolation game just before this. It was a close one, back and forth. It was everything you want in high school basketball, so we hope to have another one for you here. Now, heading into this game, we do want to let you know we are going to have a special ceremony, a very, very special ceremony before the game. Normally you have introductions of starters, introductions of your stars, the individuals who get all the attention. What we're going to see in just a few moments for CBC, rather than the players being introduced, a very special sixth grader is going to be introduced. Now, folks, he has no idea about this. He does not know this is happening. But Luke Karhoff is a sixth grader currently battling cancer. His two older brothers are students at CBC. Jordan is a sophomore. Dan is a freshman. We're going to go live to the PA. Here is Butch Dimovitz, PA announcer.
Please help us to do so with good sportsmanship and respect. We give you thanks for the talents of these young men, and we pray that they carry the bonds of brotherhood formed through athletics with them for the rest of their lives. Please keep all participants free from injury and continue to send your blessings to our schools and communities. For this we pray, amen. St. John Baptist School South, live Jesus in our hearts. starting at forward assistant for junior number 22, Jared Cosby. Starting at forward assistant, junior number 33, Mark Ladue. And starting at forward assistant for senior number 35, Jeremy Wilcutt. And the head of coach, Mr. Chad Anderson. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that CBC is blessed with some of St. Louis's best fans. Your support helps our team as they battle their opponents on the court each game. Tonight, our basketball team would like to honor their #1 fan who is fighting his own battle against cancer.
And welcome back to the booth. Certainly a really inspiring moment. Of course, Luke Karhoff, currently battling cancer. We mentioned his two older brothers are students at CBC. Dan is a freshman and Jordan is a sophomore, actually one of my students. I work with him in the SLC as well. Great family. Luke's a great kid, and Coach Tatum and the team have gotten to know him really well. Really special moment. Glad Luke was able to be here for that. And as we get set for our tip-off, sponsored by Tim Kylo, your thoughts on this game and on the pregame ceremonies as well, Corey?
Oh man, that was touching. Very gave me goosebumps. That was special for Luke.
I think it caught the Ladue fans off guard.
Yeah,
they were turned to the backs like you normally do with the starting lineup, and they're all kind of turning around. What's going on? And of course, right before it happened, they got up on their feet and went wild just like we did. So.
Yeah. We got an inbounds. Here it looks like Ladue coming out with a full court pressure. CBC breaks that layup in by
Christian Willis. Christian Willis breaking the deadlock. So 2-0 to start the game. And here for Ladue, this is the number 35, the player not named on the roster.
Baseline drive there. Missed. Mark Rogers wanted a foul on that one. Looks like Ladue is going man-to-man with a little trap.
Here's Catchings with the jumper. That one doesn't go.
It's a wide open look there.
And players get tangled. Here is the aforementioned not named player. And the shot there from number 11, Jordan Cosby, doesn't go. So still 2-0 to CBC, but Cosby with a chance to get on the board. It might take him two. The first one rattles out. And here's the second shot for Jordan Cosby. Jordan Cosby, the number 11. Jared Cosby, the number 22. Same last name, both multiples of 11. Here's Catchings. Now Barnes, I think if you are CBC, you're looking for a big game out of Barnes.
He's the guy to make them go. The court general.
You know, there's a lot of years where he would be the best player in the MCC. it's let's just say it's not his fault that he's not the best player in the MCC this year. Of course, Jason Tatum grabbing the headlines, but we'd put him up there certainly with any player in the MCC not named Jason Tatum at this point.
Chaminade have a couple of players that can be up for that running.
That is. And we mentioned the Chaminade team, of course, CBC, and there you see the layup from the unnamed player. Jeremy Lofton.
Jeremy Lofton?
Jeremy Lofton is the number 35.
Jordan Barnes with the 3 off rim there, almost a travel. Good block there by Willis.
Showing he can do it on both ends.
Now he blocked that with attitude.
He's got 2 points of his own, and he can deny 2 of someone else. Here's the inbound from Jared Cosby.
Look, good active hands on the inbound. He's going to take it his way. From coast to coast.
There it is. He must have heard my Jordan Barnes being the impact guy here.
He's, hey, don't forget about me.
No, Christian Willis is hard to forget about, both as an athlete and as a kid. I've had the pleasure of teaching Christian, and really, really a nice kid.
So he had a block.
All of these kids
he had
out there
a block steal, and he dribbled the lane, dribbled the length of the court for a layup. Very impressive. Got CBC's 4 points.
He grabbed the inbound right out of his hands, right out of Cosby's hands. And there's the layup there from Mark Rogers. So 4-3 CBC. CBC in the white, Ladue in the blue. And here is Barnes.
You can look to see the Rams getting out of that full court. It's not really affecting the Cadets much at all. Willis from deep. Good box out, but Foxworth were able to track it down and pass it underneath.
And who's there but Christian Willis?
Christian Willis. Good look by Foxworth.
A very heads-up play from Jacob. Nice to have him healthy again. We saw him doing some stretches with the resistance band before the game. Of course, he's had some hip injuries, I believe.
Yeah. It's a big body.
It is. It takes a lot of stress. So with 4:49 to go, CBC up twice as many points as Ladue for a thrilling 6-3 lead. And here is this is Rogers again at the line. The first time at the line, rather, but we just talked about him a moment ago. So he's looking to add another one to his total. Looks like it's going to be a rowdy night from both sets of fans, CBC fans in good voice. Ladue fans, boy, they fill a student section nicely. Always makes the atmosphere at high school basketball so much. It's all high school sports are great, but basketball, everybody's in such a tight area.
Yep.
Your fans can hear each other. It's fun.
Good atmosphere.
And Willis with the rebound there, making an early run at MVP. And here's Cale Catchings, the freshman. The freshman who does not look like a freshman. And he is, though. This is not a Danny Almonte situation. He's a freshman.
Yeah.
And here's Rogers. Dunk? No. But he'll take the 2 points. Kenny Leslie going up for the block and unable to get it. Here's Willis. There it is.
Can't rest on defense.
Jeez.
The Cadets come right back at you.
Willis with all 8 points for the Cadets right now. Halfway into the first quarter, Willis the only one to have scored for CBC. Rogers has 5 for Ladue, and Cosby, that being Jordan Cosby, has 1. And there's Rogers again, so still only 3 players who have scored in this game. Rogers says, Christian Willis, you can get to 8, I can get to 8 too.
He had a nice stroke there for a big guy. And
I get
just
the feeling,
as expected, the Rams pull out of that full court press. Here's Willis again. Try to answer. No. Missed badly on that shot.
And I'm getting the inkling we're going to be saying Mark Rogers' name a lot. Not only has been impressive so far, but he is the leading scorer.
Good find down low there for the Rams.
And that was a hit from number 20, Naham Asefa. But Rogers, the leading scorer for the Rams, averaging 16.3 a game. 228 points coming into this one. That's going to be a total of 236 at this point.
Bomarito.
Ooh.
No good.
Blake Bomarito, he's one of the guys you want shooting from out there, but just couldn't get it to go.
Had a real good look at it.
And that one's going to go against Christian Willis. So it's going to be under the hoop for Ladue. Substitutes coming in. This is Nick Wheeler and Jarek Powell coming in for Willis and Catchings. Leslie goes up for the rebound, can't bring it down, but it's going to go CBC's way anyway. And Wheeler will inbound it to Barnes. Timeout for Tatum, who couldn't wait to get out on the floor and speak very enthusiastically to Blake Bomarito. Any idea what he's saying?
I didn't catch what happened. He must have been in the wrong spot on an inbound play. Didn't much happen for him to be, that enthused to talk to him.
Yeah. Well, we get the feeling whatever it was, we probably won't see Blake Bomarito do it again. So 2:47 to go in the first quarter. 11-8. Ladue Rams up to the early lead. CBC would like to thank all the teams competing this week as we honor D.C. Wilcutt, a legendary coach, educator, and administrator who spent 35 years at CBC. During his career, Coach Wilcutt led the cadets to 3 state championships, 13 district titles, and a total of 570 wins. He's a member of the Missouri State Coaches Hall of Fame, but most important, Coach was a mentor and friend to so many during his time at CBC. We are so grateful for all he gave to our school. So, Coach Wilcutt, if you are watching, we hope you're enjoying the broadcast, and we hope you enjoy the game. This tournament in your honor. And Wheeler inbounds to Barnes. 2:45 to go. CBC trailing by 3. Here is Barnes. Wheeler. Bomarito. Leslie inside. It didn't go, but I like Leslie taking the shot. He's throughout the season to be a little hesitant to pull the trigger sometimes.
Yeah.
It's almost like he doesn't realize how big and imposing he can be.
Mm-hmm.
So I like seeing him take that early shot. And they were going to get one going against CBC. So Leslie with the foul. CBC very quick to 5 fouls. You don't like that.
Well, that's just the type of defense they play. They active on the defensive end. They try to make steals, try to get deflections. Unfortunately, that creates still a lot of fouls.
And Rogers drains the free throw. Substitutes coming in for Ladue as Rogers gets set for his second. 12-8 could make it a 5-point lead here. There it is. And here's Barnes. Your thoughts on the opening 6 minutes, Coach?
We got to find some way to stop Rogers. I mean, he's looking like a threat on the offensive end.
And there's the pass over to Powell. Nice grab from Powell. Pass a little off center, but he brings it in. Here's Barnes. Goes for the 3. Makes it. A 3 off balance. The CBC fan section liked that one, so all of a sudden CBC only down 2.
You get this guy going, it can be a long night for the Rams.
Especially if he and Willis are both hitting.
Absolutely.
And Willis, of course, off the floor right now. Getting a little
Kenny with a steal.
And Barnes again. I would say you like to see a nice set offense, but
here
why when you can do this?
Here we go.
That's the second one.
Jordan Barnes can heat it up.
And the best thing about Jordan Barnes hitting early in a game is not only is he scoring points, he's growing in confidence. And when Jordan Barnes has confidence, he can do anything. We saw the move he put on Brandon McKissick against SLU last Friday.
That was a Vine special.
That was...
good steal there by Powell. Just ripped the ball away. And CBC is almost kind of opposing their will on the defensive end. Another 3, maybe?
Oh,
no good.
Leslie with the rebound. He goes up for the shot over Rogers. Can't get it to go. Leslie does get a hand to the rebound, but it ends up falling, and then we get a timeout here. That'll be a full timeout. That was Tate Hotz doing a nice job of holding on to that rebound with 3 CBC players all over him. While we do have a second, we want to thank all of our sponsors here on the Cadet Student Network. Lab Gym in Manchester, Let's Party Now Catering, Millpaws Piping and Supply, Guido's Pizzeria and Tapas. These loyal businesses make this broadcast possible, so be sure to support our sponsors. The CBC Alumni Association, our admissions department, also sponsors CSN, and we appreciate their support. Now, we talk about our sponsors making this broadcast possible. We say it all the time. We really mean it. We cannot do this without our students. Not only do they run the board and do the tech side of this, they run the business side of this. They plan what events we're doing. They plan who's going to work these events. They plan the equipment. They purchase equipment. They do the budgeting. They do everything. They are running a business, folks. Yep. We could not do it without them. Our crew tonight, we want to thank all of them. Max Adamski, Josh Williams, John McQuaid, Will Kratz, Scott Rice. Let's see, who am I forgetting? Johnny Altoff, Kyle Hunt, Tony Gambino, Bryson Schroeder, everybody making the broadcast possible tonight. Had a busy week last Friday with basketball and hockey. We got another one coming up next Friday with basketball and hockey. And these work hard, so we want to thank them for everything they do. 44.3 to go here in the first half. CBC with 1 point lead.
Good defense there out of the timeout. Trap, half-court trap action, forced the Rams to throw it away. 40 seconds, less than 40 seconds and a half. You expect the Cadets to hold it for the last shot.
And here's sophomore Sam Orff in the game. And we talk about his improvement from last season, puts in so much work in the offseason. And that's a very physical block, but I think the push was the problem. The block was fine, but the push looked like a little barge. River Roads.
Man, Jordan Barnes, that was a strong drive for a little man there.
That was.
That was a strong drive. He got in the crease, went up with the big guys, and drew a foul.
And he can't quite hit the free throw, though. Now, speaking of shooting free throws, everybody who's been around the game of basketball, even people who haven't been around the game of basketball, know knockout. Knockout, one of childhood's greatest pleasures, the game of knockout. Now, we want you to stick with us at halftime because we are going to try to bring you a knockout game. We have 5 students playing knockout for $100.
Oh.
$100 cash. I put your name in earlier, Corey. But $100 cash on the line. Tim Kylo, State Farm agent, CBC alum, and a good friend, presenting sponsor here of CSN.
Thank you,
He's
Tim.
put up $100 to the winner of a knockout game. Here's Rogers.
Good body control there on the layup.
So definitely stick around for that. 10.5 seconds to go. Up the points and the and one. He's looking to get into double digits if he makes this one. Second foul already for Powell. And he's going to head to the bench. Blake Bomarito comes back on. I think Lee Richmond thought he was going to get in the game and got instructions to go sit down again.
No, he was in. He was in on the defensive. Okay. Yeah. They doing a sub for offensive, defensive subs. They wanted a good defense, strong defensive presence there, and end up getting a foul.
Oh, you blink, you miss it. So 10.5 to go. CBC is definitely going to look for the last shot here. Trailing by 1. Here's Barnes. That's the guy you want to have the shot. He takes it.
He got fouled.
He draws the foul, so he's going to shoot 3 of them.
That's a good call. That is a good call. Usually you don't see it, and you just give the defender the benefit of the doubt there, but he crowded his space. Jordan couldn't come down.
Yeah, and certainly a credit to Jordan for the heads-up shot. He recognized it all over and figured might as well. It helps that he's making almost everything he looks at, but
yeah.
So Barnes puts the first one in to tie it at 16 with 4.1 to go on the clock. He's got 2 more shots here. Coaching staff for Ladue, I think, asking for an explanation from the officials. Bomarito makes way for Powell. And here's Barnes. That one's good. So 18-16. And the running shot right at the end that was taken by Jordan Cosby is no good. We are going to throw it to a word from one of our sponsors. When we come back, we'll get you set for the second quarter here on CSN.
Frank Bomarito for sales, service, towing, collision repair, or up-to-date weather, traffic, or cool automotive news, all at the tip of your finger. Download the all-new state-of-the-art Bomarito app. It's free. Find it where you find your apps. This is Frank Bomarito. Taking care of one of your most important investments should not be expensive. We take maintaining your vehicle seriously. We're fast, convenient, and the most competitive in town. Trust the pros at Bomarito. We're in every neighborhood or 24/7 at Bomarito.com. This is Frank Bomarito for sales, service, towing, collision repair, or up-to-date weather, traffic, or cool automotive news, all at the tip of your finger. Download the all-new state-of-the-art Bomarito app. It's free. Find it where you find your apps.
And welcome back to the Tim Kylo broadcast booth here on the Cadet Student Network. Well, we have a second before we get started. When you need an attorney, you want someone you can count on to protect your legal rights. The attorneys at Milliken Wright are here for you. Brian Milliken and CBC grad Chris Wright have fiercely represented the injured and accused in civil and criminal cases in the St. Louis metropolitan area for more than 15 years. Call Brian and Chris at 314-621-0622. That's Milliken Wright Law Firm, 314-621-0622, or find Milliken Wright online at www.millikenwright.com. Milliken Wright will fight for you. Tom Eichwald alongside Corey Bethany, bringing you cadet basketball championship game of the DC Wilcutt tournament. CBC up 2 points, 18-16, at the very start of the second quarter. And here's the outside shot from a Cosby. That one was Jared Cosby, the number 22. And good battle for the rebound between Catchings and Jordan Cosby. And they're going to get Catchings on the foul. So, Corey, you mentioned the need to stop Mark Rogers, 12 points in the first quarter.
Yeah.
What else can CBC do to make sure that they hold this lead?
Well, I mean, that's it. He got 12 points. It's 16. They'll get their looks on the offensive end, but knowing Coach Tatum, he emphasized on defense. He wants to get the defensive stops, get them out, and play basketball. Get out in front, make good open shots. You got Barnes, you got Willis. You got offensive scores down on the offensive end. So I'm sure their focus is to stop Rogers on the defensive side. I'll tell you what, the matchup you look at, Foxworth banging down low. I don't think they have anyone to stop him.
Especially when you got Leslie alongside him, too.
See, Rogers got to start guard Leslie, which create matchup problems with Foxworth. He can get you about 10 points inside.
And here's Jordan Cosby. Finds Jeremy Lofton. And nice shot there. That was Jared Cosby. And he puts it in, so that makes it a 2-point game again. Barnes on the three, can't get it to go, tries to get the rebound, and he's going to take a little bit of a nudge. I don't think Coach Chad Anderson is very happy about that one. He's going to shoot 1 and 1. I think he's going to say the contact was certainly not intentional, but it doesn't matter. It was there.
It's only the 6 fouls for the Rams, so they're fine on that.
Yeah, 6 fouls apiece. CBC took the lead in fouls early, and Ladue's caught up. And we're going to get a talking to here between Catchings.
We see this in every game, don't they?
Yeah. Although I like you talk to him, you tell him to settle down, and that's it. Especially you got a freshman involved in this.
Yeah.
There's no need to start, calling anything early. Just tell him how you're going to call it, and that's it. And they're not easing off very much, are they? Here's Orff in the corner. There he is.
Look, all the attention inside, and you forget about Orff, the shooter on the wing.
Took a forearm to the gut too, and still drained it. Boy, they don't hurt when you make them, do they?
Not at all. CBC up 5, looking to stretch the lead. They get a stop here.
And here's Cosby.
Tough shot.
Jordan Cosby can't get it to go. Catchings with the rebound. Over the top to Leslie.
Dunk.
There it is! There it is! Now, so important for CBC to see that early in this game. Yes, it's cool. Yes, it's good. Looks good on the highlight. Yes, I'm sure that's going to end up on Vine. But here's the big thing. that boosts his confidence.
Oh, yeah.
When you have a confident Kenny Leslie inside in a game early, we've seen over and over again, he waits till the end of the game to really.
Yeah.
When you see that early in a game, you know that he's going to be fired up and he's going to be ready to play the whole game as opposed to just the fourth quarter. So encouraging from Kenny Leslie. That's
one of the hardest things to do is coaching these big young men. They're huge in stature, but they're still young men. They're still young teenage boys. So they don't have that aggressiveness. They don't have that killer instinct. I hate to use the word killer when talking about the kids, but they don't have that attack mode, that beast mode in them yet. So that was Coach Tatum bringing out a lot of these kids. You saw it with Jordan Barnett last year. A lot of people attacked him because he didn't have that instinct in him, and you saw it finally come out. Not finally, but he eventually came out in that state championship game last year.
Boy, that was a decent game, wasn't it?
We talk about it every time we have one, huh?
It's worth talking about every time
Absolutely.
we have one. I'm sure Coach Wilcutt would agree with us. I'm sure he's listening in, thinking the same thing.
2 missed free throws there.
Leslie with the rebound, falls for Catchings.
Almost a travel.
Yeah, now Barnes.
See, if I was born, I would go right back to him, and
Leslie,
here we go.
There it is.
Look at that.
The win.
See,
and one.
Being smart. That's Jordan Barnes being smart. He's getting his big man active. He's feeling it. He got a dunk, and one potential.
And the beautiful thing about that, an intelligent play from Jordan Barnes, who can beat you in any way there is to beat someone in basketball. It's only a junior.
Yes.
Only a junior. Leslie from the stripe, he gets it. 5:37 to go in the first half. CBC with a 10-point lead, biggest lead of the game. Ladue needs something right now so they don't go into halftime.
Corner ball 3.
Ooh, what a shot.
Good answer by the Rams.
Great shot from Tate Hotz. Caught the pass from Jeremy Lofton. Drills it. That thing wasn't even close to the rim. That was straight in. Here's Wheeler. Drives, goes up, no shot. So it's going to be a foul on Wheeler, offensive foul, and it's going to be Ladue's ball. We're going to get a full court press, very aggressive press.
Oh, they call that offense.
Wheeler is all over Naham Asefa. Oh, Powell tells him to double team Lofton. And here is Orff guarding Jordan Cosby. Inside for Rogers.
Good deep
attack. Wheeler and Leslie double-teamed Rogers, and that's how you stop him, I guess. Here's a shot.
From deep.
Lofton can't get it to go. Catchings with the rebound. And smartly pulls it back instead of trying to force it too late.
The pick and roll.
Here's Orff to Leslie. Leslie's got the J, takes it, and he drains it.
Nice soft shot there on the wing.
That's 9 points for Kenny Leslie. Boy, it would be nice to see him really have kind of a breakout game, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. Look at Powell hustle on the floor. And look at the CBC bench there. Everyone is up. Everyone is clapping. They all into it, picking up this defense. On the floor again is the Cadets. Got a turnover.
And Catchings to Powell. Powell's got a little bit of speed. State champion sprinter, of course. Leslie can't handle it.
Tough pass there. Catchings.
Here's Leslie. Gets the jump shot, takes it, airballs it, unfortunately, and it's off of Cale Catchings' left hand there.
A little
and
rush
it's out of bounds.
There's a little rush there.
Little rush. And I think he might have gotten a little nudge from behind. I think it was a little bit of an awkward kind of passing of Leslie and the defender. So I'm just throwing him off a little bit. Get a substitution here. Looks like one Cosby for another.
I tell you what, Coach Tatum, do not let up.
No.
You know, all the good Kenny Leslie is doing, he is still barking at him. You can do more. You can do more. He always get the best potential out of his players.
There's another shot, for another three-pointer from a player who's made one already. That was Tate Hotz. Couldn't quite get it to go, and here's Orff.
Good push by Sam.
What a lay-in.
Nice left hand lay-in.
Well, he's the smallest guy on the floor. You wouldn't know based on that lay-in. Good drive from Sam Orff.
Half-court trap. Almost forced the turnover.
Rogers goes up.
Couldn't get back on the rotation.
So Rogers puts it in. We got a full timeout for Ladue. While we have a second, do you want to maximize your athletic potential? Join world-class sports performance at the Lab Gym on Manchester Road. Matt Miller and his team train high school, college, professional, and even Olympic athletes. He gets you ready to compete at the highest level. Mention the Friends of CBC discount offer, and you will receive a 2-week free trial of sports performance training. Call Matt at 314-932-7270 or visit their website at www.labgym.com/sports. And if you are just joining us, it's been a fun one. CBC with a 9-point lead. CBC in the white, Ladue in the blue.
A lot of action.
A lot of action. And again, if you are just joining us, you missed a really, really inspiring pregame ceremony. Instead of the starters being announced tonight for CBC, 6th grader Luke Karhoff, who's currently battling cancer, his 2 older brothers of CBC students, was introduced instead of the CBC starting lineup. Got a standing ovation. I've never heard this gym louder. Both the CBC fans, Ladue fans, everybody who was here just going absolutely nuts. So if you are watching the broadcast, after we're finished, go back and watch the start of it if you missed it. It is well worth it, trust me. Here's Willis.
Strong rebound there.
Gets his own rebound, puts it back. And he did, while he was there, let Jared Cosby know that he'd be around all evening in case he wished to chat. 2:52 to go in the half. Yep, going CBC's way. So 11-point lead for CBC. And Wheeler's going to inbound to Barnes. No pressure from Ladue. CBC fans and Ladue fans, why they're not cheering very much? Oldest trick in the books. And in case they haven't checked the scoreboard, they're getting a nice reminder from the CBC fans.
Look at Willis. Oh, my goodness.
He's a beast, isn't he? We talked about Barnes being only a junior. Willis is only a junior as well. And the funny thing about Barnes and Willis, you see them in the hallways, you see them in the classroom.
They're so gentle.
They're so gentle,
Yeah.
such quiet kids. Then
Yes.
Christian Willis gets out there, and I'm glad I'm in the booth up here in the second level just because I feel safe. Like,
Man, he's so quick, so powerful.
man.
And then to have the body control and the
the
soft
touch.
hand touch
Yeah.
to lay it in and possibly get the and one.
So 36-23 it stays. Can't get that to go. And over there on the far side, that is Kyle Hay with the ball. Hotz tries to back inside to Rogers, and Foxworth intercepts. Lee Richmond in there.
Foxworth was all over safety that played for the Seattle Seahawks there.
Ooh.
Willis doing it all. He got it all going. Nice floater in the lane.
Well, and he's, of course, Willis got off to the start, and then Mark Rogers tied him up in terms of points, and now Willis equals him again. So 14 points apiece. Who finishes on the top of the scoring between Willis and Rogers could also determine who wins this game.
Well, fortunate for the Cadets is they have other people to score, like Kenny and Jordan. So.
And Richmond is sacrificed for catchings. Wheeler off also for Powell.
They keep them fresh.
They do.
Nice rotation there.
And they're getting ready for halftime. We're hoping we can bring it to you. Of course, Charter doing the video, so we hope they'll show it to you. We'll tell you about it if they don't. The halftime knockout game, the first annual $100 knockout challenge. Presenting sponsor Tim Kylo has put up $100 to the student who is able to win the knockout challenge. So his sponsorship extends not just to CSM, but also student body. And there's Barnes putting one away. Barnes gets himself.
Second chance opportunity was created because of Jared there. Jared Powell snuck in a steal after the rebound.
Yeah, and that's Barnes has to be at least getting close to double digits. They haven't put his points up on the board yet, but he's got to be up there. So 1:25 to go. CBC up 41-25.
I like what the Rams are doing. They're getting inside the paint, getting the fouls, and getting these free throws, calming this game down, getting points while the clock is stopped.
Well, and we mentioned Willis. He's got 14 points, but he also now has 3 fouls in the first half. So part of the strategy we were just talking about.
They just want to keep it close. Keep it close. When you usually don't have you out athlete, so to speak, you just want to keep it close and hopefully defend well, get one stop, and make one basket late. He stepped out.
Yeah, you got to be aware that is the freshman Catchings with a heel out of bounds. He's wearing bright white shoes. You got a purple line. It's pretty hard to get away with that one. So Lee Richmond back on as a defensive substitution. And they're going to press here with 1:14 to go. CBC up to a 14-point lead.
Oh, he stepped.
Oh, that was
he
close.
Almost stepped out there.
Now he's wearing dark shoes, so it's a little harder to tell. Here's Lofton. Finds Cosby. Jordan Cosby with the 3.
Jordan caught that in rhythm. Knocked it down.
Beautiful, beautiful shooting motion there. Here's Orff. Inside of a minute, 11-point game. Orff for Catchings. Leading there on offense. Foxworth.
I would like to see him.
Yeah, not where you want Foxworth, but there's Bomarito takes the shot. Can't get it to go. Foxworth can't pull the rebound down. Blake Bomarito going up, getting the jump ball against Mark Rogers.
No, he's going to call a foul on Bomarito.
Oh, okay.
He's going to call a hold.
I guess he got a little bit of arm, too.
Yeah. Tough foul because now he's getting 2 shots at the basket.
And Christian Willis is over there on the bench saying, come on, I just level him with 14 points, and you put him on the line, you got to be kidding me. Help me out here. So Rogers is at the line. And, of course, frustrating for the CBC fan section because in the first half, Ladue is shooting against the wall. In the second half, they'll be shooting toward the CBC fan section. So the free throw specialist, J.P. Saraceno, CBC junior, can come out and try his best to remind him where the hoop isn't. 36.7 to go. Here's the second shot for Rogers. Gets it to go. So he's up to 15 points. 35 to go now. Barnes taking his time. CBC definitely going to hold for the last shot. 10-point lead. No reason to do anything else. Here's Bomarito. Inside for Foxworth.
That's what I want to see.
Foxworth does go for the shot, and we got a foul called. No signal yet.
Travel.
Oh, they got a travel on Foxworth. That's what you don't want right there. We mentioned hold for the last shot, draw the foul, but do not travel. I mean, I think there was a lot of contact there, but
it was simultaneous whistles, so the referees got together, veteran crew here we have tonight, and, hey, what you got? I had to travel before the foul, and that's what they went with.
And here is Jordan Cosby, one-on-one with Sam Orff. Foxworth helping out. Orff gets his hand on it. Catchings, 8 seconds to go. Blake Bomarito spins away. Dumps it inside for Foxworth. Foxworth draws the foul and one. 3.6 seconds to go. 41-31. Now 43 with a chance to make it 44. So Foxworth at the line. Now great aggression to go up and get that one from Blake Bomarito. Spin away from the pressure control.
Nice catch.
And find Foxworth, who makes up for the travel there. So again, 3.6 to go if this doesn't go. Foxy can't put it in. Catchings gets it. 1 second to go. Can't put it in. And that's going to do it for the first half. So a thrilling first half. We are going to go to a word from one of our sponsors. When we come back, we will have $100 knockout here on the Cadet Student Network.
That's Missouri's #1 automotive group, Bomarito. 16. The Bomarito Automotive Group. Click, search, and save at bomarito.com.
I need you five guys down here right now. $100 guys, $100. Better show up.
So, Coach, here we have the players have been announced. Okay, we got a pretty good cross section of the student body here. You got 3 guys out there now. 4. Are we missing one? Oh, Stephen Herring is the alternate, it looks like. Oh, no, is he telling him to sit? No, he's in there. Oh, we're still calling names here. So, again, Tim Kylo, the presenting sponsor of CSN, has put up $100, a crisp $100 bill of his own money to the CBC student who wins the knockout challenge. So as the players take the court, you're going to see Coach Mike McCormick, a CBC establishment unto himself. 17 years at CBC, varsity golf coach. He's a freshman basketball coach. And resident
Physical education teacher.
Now, who you got? I think you got a pretty good lineup here. Stephen Herring, of course, varsity baseball player. You got Shane Melbrod, baseball player. Coach Max Beffa of the state championship coaching staff. I don't have my money on Beffa.
No, I don't.
Now, if points were to be had for yelling, I would say Beffa would have an advantage. But I don't think he has an advantage. So Coach Mike McCormick drains the first shot.
Okay, he's just getting the game started.
I think he just the ceremonial first shot. Is Connor Mackey going to be the first player eliminated? Ooh, Allen eliminates him, so he's gone. Connor Mackey is out. Oh, no.
No, he's out. Does he not know the rules of knockout?
I don't know. He is out, though. So Stephen Herring with his chance to draw blood doesn't. And now we get 2 new shooters. Max Beffa, 0 for 1. Does he make the layup? He does. Max Beffa, Shane Melbrod trying to put it in. And tries the defensive move. Doesn't get it to go, so Shane Melbrod is out. A little bit of a surprise there. Oh! Another elimination. Here it comes down to Steve Herring.
Down to 5.
He can't get it to go.
Down to the Fab 5.
Oh, and Herring misses the possible layup. Oh, finally gets it to go. He was on thin ice there. Beffa doesn't get it to go.
I think Herring is a little too nonchalant. He need to up his game, his tempo a little bit.
Yeah, and Max Beffa has been eliminated. A day of shame for the football coaching staff. Not many of those recently. Herring puts it in.
Oh, that's another out.
Another player out.
Down to
3. So Steve Herring is looking good here. It's down to 3, though.
Who's the kid in the purple?
I'm trying to think of his name.
He's the shooter. Uh-oh. He could be out.
Oh, he is! Herring eliminates him.
See how Herring is now picking up his pace? I guess he was saving himself.
So it comes down to Allen and Steve. Herring gets it to go. Remember, $100 on the line, folks. Oh, Herring's ball fortuitously knocked in, and they're going to reset. There's a shot, a miss.
Oh, this could be it. This could be it. Oh.
Herring with the 3. Can't get it to go, and he's gone. Herring is eliminated. And the winner is Alan Foster. Alan Foster is the winner of the first ever $100 knockout challenge. So Alan Foster, real live CBC student, is $100 richer. And folks, I will be honest, we looked into getting one of the giant checks. The giant checks actually cost $125 a piece. So that would certainly not be worth our while. We wanted to make it happen. But we did realize that the big checks, if anybody from the big check company is listening, $125 for one of those big checks. If you buy 800 of those, they drop to $97 a piece. Did you know that?
Did not know that.
I didn't know you had to buy 800 of them to get a bulk discount. So next time you're looking for 800 oversized checks, be sure to contact us. Well, there you have it, the first annual CBC Knockout Challenge. We're going to go to another word from one of our sponsors. When we come back, we will get you all set for the second half.
This is CBC Athletic Director Rocky Shrub, and if you know me, you know I love to eat. One of my favorite spots is the Cafe Afton, the home of the CBC burger. The owner, Craig Smellick, is a huge CBC fan, and he always treats me right. Located on Gravois Road, the cafe is a great place to stop after a CBC hockey game, or for any occasion for that matter. Just ask my wife. I'm always looking for an excuse to pay Craig a visit at the Cafe Afton. I know you'll love it too. Please be sure to tell them that you're a CBC fan and that Rocky sent you. That's the Cafe Afton, home of the CBC Burger, located on Gravois Road.
.com. Call State Farm agent and CBC alum Tim Kylo for all your insurance needs. Tim and the State Farm team provide a full insurance review to make sure you and your family are covered at the best possible price. Whether it's auto, renters, home, business, or life insurance, for more than 23 years, Tim has helped his clients manage the risks of everyday life and realize their dreams. For all your insurance needs, contact one of our school's most loyal alums, Class of 77 graduate Tim Kylo at 314-842-4442 or send him an email, tim@timkylo.com.
This is Frank Bomarito. Taking care of one of your most important investments should not be expensive. We take maintaining your vehicle seriously. We're fast, convenient, and the most competitive price in town. Trust the pros at Bomarito. We're in every neighborhood or 24/7 at Bomarito.com. This is Frank Bomarito for sales, service, towing, collision repair, or up-to-date weather, traffic, or cool automotive news, all at the tip of your finger. Download the all-new state-of-the-art Bomarito app. It's free. Find it where you find your apps.
The same. Holy cannoli. You gotta try Guido's Pizzeria and Tapas on the Hill. Guido's Pizzeria and Tapas offers the best of Mediterranean cuisine with a full menu of classic Italian fare, traditional Spanish entrees, and tapas. Guido's delivers a taste of Spain in the middle of Italy. Try other dishes like Guido's homemade lasagna and the rich caramelized flan. Located on the heart of the hill, 5046 Shaw Boulevard, Guido's is open 7 days a week, till midnight on Friday and Saturday, and till 11 p.m. on Sunday through Thursday. The Cadet Student Network loves to stop in and see owner and CBC alum Miguel Carretero, class of 86. You should do the same. Holy cannoli. You gotta try Guido's Pizzeria and Tapas on the Hill.
And welcome back to the Tim Kylo broadcast booth here at DC Wilcutt Gymnasium. Tom Eichwald alongside Corey Bethany. We had an exciting first half, Corey, as well as an exciting halftime with the Alan Foster, the champion of the inaugural $100 Knockout Challenge. But, Coach, your thoughts on the first half and what we saw. Let's start with Ladue. What did you think of them so far?
They came out strong. Rogers is a great player inside and out, and they just trying to hold on to this high-powered basketball team of the CBC Cadets.
And from CBC, your thoughts so far?
They getting it rolling, man. The last couple of games I saw and watched them play, they're improving. They're knowing their roles. Anyone can take over in any moment of the game. They getting it going. I like the directions they going. They're headed.
Yeah, and one of the I guess causes of the turnaround, and whether it's a cause or just kind of coincides with it, I'll leave the understanding of causality up to your own philosophical biases. But the players that are stepping up in the first few games of the season, players were hesitant to step up. Sometimes you see Barnes step up or Willis step up at the end of a game.
Yeah.
Okay, when they really needed it. Whereas the last few games you've seen against SLU, it was Jordan Barnes.
Yeah.
Stepped up the whole game.
The whole game.
Willis, the whole first half so far. Leslie stepped up in the whole first quarter, then he kind of got a little bit of so you're seeing some dominant play, for longer stretches.
I mean, you must remember that they had a go-to guy last year.
Yep.
So new chemistry. You got to know who's those guys are.
And there's Foxworth putting one in.
Man, he is so strong down in the paint.
He really is.
The underside Ladue team, I think you can get that at any moment.
What's that?
That inside paint to Foxworth, the nice layup.
Well, I mean, they had 2-3 guys on him, but what are you going to do? You're not going to bump him off. 7:22 to go. 45-33 for CBC right now. CBC in the white, Ladue in the blue.
Look, they give it to him again.
He kicks it out to Jarek Powell. Drains it.
I mean, Jacob is actually getting fouled while he's down in the paint. They're grabbing his arms, and he still has those strong hands to grab hold of the ball. He traveled. Grab hold of the ball, make the right pass, or make the layup. Barnes on steal.
Yeah.
Ah, man. You ever see him miss that badly?
Nope. And Foxworth tries to take one for the team there, but he's going to draw the block, it looks like. So it's going to be...
I would like Foxworth at that moment just to be big. You know, he had his hands down protecting himself, try to take the charge. But he just needed to be big there. Just be as big as possible vertically to disrupt the layup of Rogers.
And here is Rogers. Misses that one. And in case you're catching a glimpse there on the Charter broadcast, JP Saraceno, we mentioned he was the free throw specialist for CBC. He's the one you're noticing.
Are you noticing him or his stomach?
Certain features. He's very proud of that.
I was like, can't notice him by his face, that's for sure.
And folks, you have no idea how much joy he takes.
Look at this.
In such things.
Man, he is going to work inside. I'm telling you, that they can do that until they here tonight.
Yep. He's only up to 6 points, but the impact he's had so far is going far beyond that number.
Well, the last 3 possessions, they got it to him inside, and they had three successful possessions. Well, you know, outside of the steal and miss by Barnes, but when they get in their offensive sets and they get the ball low to Jacob, he's making things happen.
Here's Lofton. He hits. Striped socks and all. I guess no uniform socks from Ladue. You got some you got some neon, you got some team blue, you got some light blue, and you have the multicolor stripes. There's another one, drains.
Yeah, socks is the thing now, I would say. I would leave it at that.
Yeah, that it is, or they are, however you want to refer to them. That's why I like the uniform socks. Let's just eliminate the factor. Everybody wear the same socks.
Willis.
Man. How good is he? Jeez. Well, we kind of know the answer to that. Actually, do we know the answer to that question? I mean, I think he gets better all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's still a player on the way up.
And
I mean, who knows where he'll be next year, where he'll be, you know, as he continues to grow and get better. And, whoa, what a talent.
Powell just needed rebound. He was trying to get too cute. One-hand rebound pass, all the same motion. Air ball layup there.
That is something you don't see very often. They're going to get Jordan Barnes on a travel.
There's 2 things you don't see that often. An air ball layup
and a travel,
and a travel on Jordan Barnes.
I guess it just took him too long. I think he might have had to double clutch the ball a little bit when he was looking to pass, and that cost him. 5:22 to go in the third quarter. CBC up 52-36. We've seen a good one here so far. The scoreline doesn't necessarily do justice to the Ladue performance. They've been good. And there's a shot from Lofton. That goes. But Christian Willis right now has been the difference. And I say that he's got 17 points, but Barnes has 13 as well.
Yeah. Nice, even, balanced attack here for the Cadets. Little slip.
Yeah, here is Barnes. Now Catchings.
In rhythm.
Ooh, doesn't
Almost
go.
Went down there.
It hit the meaty part of the rim, though. Rogers, one of the ugliest spin moves you'll see, but it works.
That was defensive.
And Jordan Cosby can't get it to fall. Willis on the drive. There's only one thing on his mind.
Goodness. Man, I wish I had him on the football field.
Why don't you go down and talk to him after the game?
Hey, he was almost so close to coming, but I mean, he's getting looks in basketball, and you know, playing football. First thing they think of is injuries, but man, is he strong?
Nobody gets hurt playing football.
Man, is he strong? He is a strong, yes, solid young man there.
That he is, in more ways than one too. Great character. He's one of our ambassadors. As we see Barnes go to the hoop, and Barnes just decides to stay in the air for a while.
Yeah.
He goes up and just decides he's going to be there for a while. But to finish point, Willis, Barnes as well, members of the ambassador program, so they host 8th graders who want to shadow, and they do a phenomenal job with that. Jordan Barnes, love joking around with him in the lunch line, especially when he's got his junior cadets with him. A lot of fun. And here's Cosby. That's Jordan Cosby hitting from 3, and all of a sudden Ladue trying to make a game of it. 10-point game now.
Cadets need to get out on these 3-point shots.
Well, I think if you're the Cadets, you need to be very aware right now.
Yeah,
you need to know exactly what can happen if you shut down.
They're getting nice, clean, open looks on them. Like this one.
Blake Bomarito, nobody around him. He gets his first 3 points of the night to make it a 13-point game.
Good ball movement there. Started off with Wheeler. Wheeler with a baseline pass. One more to Bomarito, who knocks it down.
And here's Lofton.
That's the good job by Kenny Leslie there, taking the charge. See how he held his hands up. He stood his ground. That's exactly what I wanted to see out of Foxworth.
So there you go. Kenny Leslie drawing the charge. Really a good back-and-forth game. The only problem is CBC got a 10-point head start, courtesy of Willis. So it's really kind of exciting stuff right now from both teams. So stick around if you're watching us. Here's Leslie.
That was foul.
Yeah, loses the handle.
It was late, but it was a foul.
Yep. So it's going to be CBC's ball under the hoop. Barnes to inbound. 3:23 now to go in the third quarter. 55-42. Random fact of the day, 3:23, the year of the death of Alexander the Great.
Wow. Right on cue.
There you go.
Willis stares down the 3.
And here is Jared Cosby. Dumps it off for Nahama Seifa. Cosby again. Hots. Correction, that was River Rhodes over there.
Man, another open 3.
Yeah, Seifa can't get it to go. Falls for Jordan Cosby, can't get it to go. And Jordan Barnes, so one Jordan to another.
Hey, illegal. Legal screen there by Wheeler. He was moving on a pick. That's sort of Jordan Moore's fault too. You want to make sure before you make your move to use the pick that your big guy is set and established his 2 feet, you know. So and Barnes acknowledged that and looked at Wheeler like, hey, that's my bag on that one. Good leadership, good court leadership by Jordan there. Another open 3.
That was Jordan Cosby, couldn't get that to go. And here's Orff now. Leslie with the rebound. So Sam Orff, the sophomore, looking to run things for CBC right now. Finds Leslie.
He can hit that.
Thought about it, didn't take it. Now Powell, he's got Wheeler up top. Powell takes on the shot, and that one's off the shot clock, so it's going to be out, and it's going to be Ladue's ball. 2:16 to go. CBC up 16.
Powell with an open elbow jumper there. Looks over to the sidelines, and coaches was telling him to penetrate. That's just his game. Take it to the hoop.
Here's a Seifa. Finds Jared Cosby.
Half-court trap here.
Yep. And here is Rogers. Gets it to go, and they're going to get Bomarito on the foul.
Bomarito was indecisive on how he wanted to defend that. Did he want to take the charge? Did he want to go up and try to block that block. And Rogers had good body control and maneuver around him.
So here is Rogers at the line, trying to get the and one, make it a 13-point game. Very crucial to take advantage of these opportunities when you're down by this kind of margin. All you got to do is hang in there and see if you can maybe make a run at it late, get CBC to miss one or two shots. You hit one or two, and all of a sudden it's a game again. He can't get that to go, and that's it's a missed opportunity there. Again, a lot of basketball to play, but getting to the point where you don't want to miss those opportunities anymore.
No, not at all. You got to make the free ones. Got to make the free ones. Make the free ones count.
Here's Barnes. Leslie. Willis.
Strong to the hoop.
Leslie can't get the rebound to go. Just jumped a little bit early. Ball hung up there on him. Here's Rogers. Goes up against Orff, and I think he's going to win that one every time. Here's Barnes. Over there to Bomarito. Inside to Leslie. Leslie tries to drive. He's got 4 men on him, and he's going to draw a foul. So he'll go to the line, and he'll shoot 2 with a minute and a half to go and a 12-point lead. Good crowd tonight. Always a good crowd for the DC Wilcutt final. Again, Coach DC Wilcutt, 35 years, 3 state championships, 14 district titles, 570 wins. Certainly a legend.
91 years old, huh?
91, going on 92 in March. So we hope, Coach, we hope you're watching, you're listening, and you're doing well. Of course, the Wilcutt family is still being represented. Coach Wilcutt's grandson, Pat Berry, is a senior here at CBC. So the family still with ties to the school. But, of course, that's a family that will always have ties to the school.
Absolutely.
And here's the ball inside to Rogers. Rogers, I thought he stepped out of bounds there, just kept it in apparently, and Jordan Cosby gets the rebound. 48-60, so 12 points. Here's Orff. Got to settle down if you're CBC. Realize you still have a 12-point lead. Trust yourselves, trust your players. Just do your job.
Nice.
Leslie inside to Catchings. Good block. That was Tate Hotz.
Catcher's got to go a lot stronger than that, young fella.
It's a good block.
Thought he was in the clear.
Yeah, welcome to the varsity level.
Yeah, exactly.
Orff and Hotz again all over that one. Read the pass. Intended for Bomarito. And Barnes and Willis right back into this one with 52.5 to go. And here comes Foxworth as well. Leslie's going to get a break. Powell's going to get a break. And Wheeler's already over there on a break. Bomarito's going to make his way off too. Okay. I was going to say, is my math wrong, or are there 6 guys on the floor right now? But they sorted it out. Foxworth around the backside. He puts it in.
And he's back.
He is. CBC so frequently that they don't have all the players' numbers up. But Foxworth's got to have about 10 at this point. Getting close at least. There's a 3-point shot from Jordan Cosby, who's not giving up. 11-point game. So Ladue chipping away at this lead. Now, what do you do, Coach, if you get him your CBC? You've got a relatively comfortable lead, but it's being chipped away at. You're starting to get frustrated just a little bit, by 1 or 2 opportunities not going. What are you telling your players? What are you thinking if you're Coach Tatum or some of these players?
You got to close it out. I mean, they're getting the shots. They're making the layups. Ladue is just making the shots right now, and they scrapping on defense. So we're fine. You double-digit lead still. You just got to close it out.
And so that's going to take us into the 4th quarter. Cadet fans, do you know a grade school student who might be a future cadet? Please encourage him to pay us a visit and experience CBC for himself. A shadow visit is the best way to learn more about the great things that are happening at CBC every single day. 7th grade shadowing is now available as well. So call Mrs. Melissa Ryan to schedule your shadow visit or a private family tour of CBC today. Call her at 314-985-6095 to make your plans to pay us a visit. That's 314-985-6095. Spend a day with us and experience what CBC is all about. Now, we mentioned names that are forever tied to CBC, to the CBC community. Larry Hughes over there in his favorite spot right behind the CBC bench, taking this one in. Always good to see Larry around.
Larry loves to support his fellow classmate, Justin Tatum, along with RJ
Yeah, of course.
Johnson.
Yeah, of course, teammates Tatum and Hughes on the 97 championship team, as well as at St. Louis University. And you see a good shot of the fan sections. It is rowdy in here. This is a lot of fun. This is why we do this. It's all about the experience these kids have through high school athletics, and it really is quite the experience. So going into the fourth quarter, CBC holding on to an 11-point lead. The lead as big as 16. At one point in this game, not too long ago, actually. So Ladue again chipping away at it. Willis, your headliner, with 20 points for CBC, outdone only by Mark Rogers with 22 of the 51 points for Ladue. So here's the inbound, and this is Jared Cosby. Now Hotz. Loft. Jordan Cosby from 3, rattles it out. Hotz with the rebound. And I think they're going to say somebody, I think it was Foxworth, had a hold on it.
Yeah.
Ladue fans chanting that they believe that they will win this game. We shall see. I would imagine we will see CBC retaliate with the same cheer pretty soon.
A lot of contact there.
Yeah.
No call.
And almost picked off there by Lofton. Barnes drives and puts that one in under some major pressure, so that takes him to 15 points. Only 5 points behind Willis. And there's Foxworth with a rebound. No doubt about that one, and he gets grabbed by Jordan Cosby. Cosby didn't like that one. The referee had to explain it to him about twice. That is Jordan Cosby's third foul. He's got to be a little bit careful because he's certainly a key player for him. Jared, correction, that was Jordan Cosby, not Jared. Here's Orff, goes up for it. Can't put it away, but Orff does get the rebound. That's good strength from Sam Orff. And Willis from 3, and he drains it. 23, he is fired up. And just like that, he takes the game lead from Mark Rogers by 1. However this game finishes, Rogers, can he answer? No, he can't. Willis gets the rebound. Boy, this is quite a one-on-one duel in terms of CBC. I mean, you mentioned it, CBC getting scoring from other places too. But, I mean,
what a game by Willis is that.
And Rogers, they're
yeah.
Both of them, they're just putting on a show. I think if CBC wins, how do you not give the game MVP to Willis based on this? And, of course, they got to figure out the tournament MVP, too.
Oh, yeah.
And now Barnes might have the shot at that one. I think
I'm not quite sure. I didn't see the first game. I saw the game on Wednesday, but I wasn't able to check out the game on Monday as it was at 3:30, right immediately after school. So,
and when you look at what CBC does, I mean, it's so easy to draw your attention to Barnes just because everything they do is through him. I mean, he's the point guard. Everything is, he's the one who sets the pace. He's the one who makes the passes. He's the one who takes the shots. So it really is kind of his team. But when he can sit there and just keep giving it to Christian Willis, that's doing his job for him.
One thing I like about this team this year is we mentioned in all these names, it could be any night, anyone's team. So if you have an off night, just share the ball and play team basketball, team defense. It's a good team.
Getting better, too. It's a good team that's improving. And I can't wait, Corey, for next Friday. CBC versus Chaminade, a rematch. Of course, Jordan Cosby with the 3. That's impressive. That's an impressive shot right there. So that's going to take it to a 12-point game again with 6:05 to go. But to finish the thought, next Friday, CBC versus Chaminade, a rematch of the game from about a month or so ago. Chaminade, of course, winning fairly comfortably in that one. Mike Krzyzewski was there. Roy Williams was there. Kim Anderson there, all the big names. The game next Friday will be at Lindenwood. CBC is hosting it, but it will be at Lindenwood University. So obviously a lot more seating capacity there. We will also be bringing it to you on CSN. Looking ahead to that game, what are you excited about specifically in that game?
Oh, man. I mean, it's always a good one when those two teams get together. Nice rivalry. You have the father, son, playing against each other. As everyone look forward to that. I would like to see the first game was a blowout. It wasn't even a contest. Chaminade is playing good basketball. I would like to see how much better we've gotten, and it's a good benchmark going into the final stretch of the season.
It is, and watching that first game against Chaminade, it was clear that at that point there was kind of a class difference between Chaminade and CBC. But you could tell in that game Chaminade was getting everything to drop. And you wonder how much better a team can get when everything's dropping.
Yeah.
So not to doubt their talent, but I'm saying they were at an extremely high level. I mean, they were flying at full speed in that game. CBC was nowhere near it. Whereas, as we've said, the last few games, CBC been coming on a lot more and, kind of getting up to their top speed. So how good is CBC at top speed against Chaminade, given that Chaminade, how much more room do they have to improve on that first game? So it'll be fun. Subplots abound. So next Friday, CBC versus Chaminade at Lindenwood. It will be brought to you live on CSN. And right after that, actually, CBC SLU hockey from Afton. That's senior night. So another doubleheader at 7 and 9:45. So you will definitely want to join us next Friday. Should be a lot of fun here on CSN. So with 5:47 to go in this game, Kenny Leslie's at the line. And a 12-point lead. For what it's worth, Ladue leading the foul battle, 8-5. And by leading, I mean they have the 8. So losing, I suppose you could say.
Yeah.
And Leslie with his second. First one went. Second one slides out. So it stays a 13-point game. It's right about where it's been. It really hasn't changed. Again, Ladue cut it from 16 to about 10 there. And it's hovered between about 15 here for the entire fourth quarter. Here's Hotz
from deep.
Whoa! What a shot from Tate Hotz. Great shot from Tate. So that makes it a 10-point game.
Ladue's not a bad three-point shooting team.
No.
They take an awful lot of them, but, being down double digits, you would think, I guess you have to, but nice stroke there by Willis to answer.
Yeah, so that brings it back to 12. And as long as they can keep this up, CBC will take it, and then we're going to get a foul.
Catchings.
Yeah, on Kale. That is his first.
I'll take that. You want to deny the paint. She's got there a little too early. Too late, I should say.
And under the hoop, it is Jared Cosby. Jared finds Tate Hotz. Mark Rogers. Over there to Jordan Cosby. Good move. Creates some space for himself, but an air ball. The move he put on certainly deserved a better finish. It was a good one. And here's Barnes. He's going to drive, draws the pressure, catching's uncontested, and he drains it. That makes it 14. So 73-59.
We praise Willis. I see a lot of Willis in the catchings. There's a freshman. Oh, I thought that was going in.
I thought that looked good all the way from Tate Hotz. Off balance, too.
But, yeah, I see a lot of – look at that, Willis. Look at that. Nice Euro step, and then Powell with the steal on the inbounds. Jordan for three.
Oh,
short.
Misses it.
He was in rhythm on that, too.
And here's Rogers. This could be painful. Oh, no. Oh, we've only seen him go with the layup tonight. He's had a couple opportunities, and now going back to your point about Cale Catchings, if you look at him, very comparable body type.
Yeah, very strong, good in stature. He's bigger than Willis.
He's a little taller for sure. But
yeah, I mean, but that's impressive as a freshman to have that type of body and that much potential.
Well, and I think for Catchings, it's really just a matter of kind of learning his strength. I think we've seen him miss a lot of contested shots.
I mean, he's 14 years old. I mean,
he is. But we've seen him miss a lot of contested shots where he gets bumped into and it kind of throws him off. He really kind of hasn't picked up that assertive side yet. But I think, again, playing alongside Willis, being able to watch him and see what makes him successful. I mean, Cale Catchings is a smart kid. He'll figure it out.
Will Willis get to 30 tonight?
Well, he only needs 3 more. I certainly wouldn't bet against him getting 3 points in 3 minutes 52 seconds if he plays. He's out there now.
You think he's trying to get to 30? Do you think you peep up there and see, hey, how many I have?
Well, scoring points at all in basketball is pretty foreign to me, Corey. So I'm not the guy to ask. Like I said, I created the shots. I didn't hit them. I did set the single greatest pick in the history of my grade school, but that's my lone claim to fame. Somebody else hit the shot.
Gotcha.
That was a good arrangement for me. Almost as good as commentary. I'm sitting in a chair. I got my cup of coffee. I got my headset, and I am enjoying a great basketball game.
Great atmosphere, too.
And I'm not getting elbowed.
There's a lot of contact there.
Leslie goes to the hoop, forgets the ball. And here's Jared Cosby, gets that one to go. What? You talk about three-point shooting. They're getting better as the game goes on.
Man, they can knock him down with a guy in the face or not.
And it's 11 points. And again, CBC got to have their guard up.
Bomarito.
Oh,
no good.
But CBC got to have their guard up. 1 or 2 more missed shots like that, 1 or 2 more made threes for Ladue, and all of a sudden you got a nervy last couple minutes. 3:10 to go as we speak.
I just noticed something. Coach Tatum is sitting down. I've never seen him coach sitting down. I'm going to have to ask him about that one.
I've also seen him carrying on a conversation with Luke Karhoff, of course, the 6th grader.
Yeah.
Very special 6th grader honored before the game. Again, if you're joining us late, once we're finished, we archive the broadcast. Go back and watch the beginning. Really, really cool scenario. Luke Karhoff, 6th grader, battling cancer. 2 older brothers are students of CBC. He is the #1 fan of the CBC basketball team, and he was introduced in place of the starting lineup tonight. The place erupted. It's worth it. But you've also seen Coach Tatum carrying on a nice conversation with Luke throughout the game, which is really, really not surprising given the man that Coach Tatum is, but very affirming and very inspiring. And you know Luke wants nothing more right now than seeing CBC close this one out.
Yeah, that would be great.
Hoist the trophy. Good block there from Leslie. And here's Willis. Again, he needs 3 points, and he's probably realized that fact.
We can tell by this possession right here.
Yep.
Nice.
Dumps it off to Foxworth. Good unselfish play, and Foxworth puts it away.
That's team basketball right there.
Foxworth now at 11 points, so he's in double digits.
That is team basketball. Good job.
Is this Foxworth first time in double digits this season? This is as involved as I've seen him.
So. Yeah.
First time I've seen him there.
3 ball.
There it is. Tate Hotz again. I'm not even going to say he's getting hot with the three-pointer. I'm not even going to say it.
Well, he has 3 of them in this game.
There's Barnes.
Nice layup.
Look at that touch. That's magical right there, because you could see Asifa. His eyes lit up. He thought he had a block. He took an aggressive swipe at it, and he was getting nothing but air on that.
From deep.
Hotz again. Oh. Well, he had the distance perfect. It was just a little wide right. The CBC crowd is going to let him know that he made an air ball just in case he didn't notice. But he's looked good so far. Willis is still in the game. Needs 3 points in 1:44 to get to 30.
I don't think he gets it. I don't.
Think he gets another lay-in and gets 29?
No.
Here's Barnes.
But I've been wrong
Catchings.
tonight before.
Yeah, you have. If you want evidence of that, go back and watch the third place game, right around the third quarter.
Yep.
Here's Willis. And there's 2 that aren't going to count, but he's going to go to the line.
Shooting 2.
So he can get to 29 here.
Yep.
I'm watching him to see if I can catch him gazing at the score totals.
I think he knows.
Oh, I think he does. Oh. He's going to have to work for it. Bomarito comes off. Powell is on. Foxworth is on for Catchings. So a minute 24 to go. CBC with a 12-point lead. It's about what it's been since a little run made by Ladue in the third quarter. He gets that one, so he's sitting on 28. So one more layup from Christian Willis, and he's got his 30. I think he will try it. Whether he gets it or not, he will get one more chance to get a layup if he stays in this game. Here's Jordan Cosby, Mark Rogers, Asefa, Rogers, Jordan Cosby.
Good block, another one.
Block from Leslie. Foxworth pulls it down. Can't quite hold on to it. Good job by Asefa, forcing it out of his hands. And here is Barnes. Barnes is going to go.
Alley-oop.
Leslie with the alley-oop. There it is! There it is! Kenny Leslie with the alley-oop from Jordan Barnes. The only thing Christian Willis didn't like about that is that it wasn't him.
Oh, another one from deep.
Tate Hott's off the rim. That one's off of Kenny Leslie, so it's going to stay down here with Ladue. But you saw the thought. The pass wasn't perfect. I thought Leslie wasn't going to be able to do it, but what an adjustment he made midair.
Leslie's like, throw it up to me. Let me eat. Feed me, feed me, feed me.
Feed me, Mandrake, for all you Dr. Strangelove fans. Here's Leslie pulling down the rebound, and he's going to draw a foul, and he's going to shoot 2 with 30.4 to go. Things looking bleak for Willis's bid for 30. Willis having words with Coach Tatum. And a high five to end it. They're both laughing. I think they're having fun. And we're going to get some subs on here. 4 of them getting ready to come on. Do you think they come on for everybody but Willis here?
Yep.
Oh, no. Willis is
Willis
going
is
to
out.
call it a day with 28. We'll give him a break with 28 points. So coming on, Lee Richmond, Avery Merriweather, Ethan Goddard. And who am I missing?
Big fella.
It's Peter Nowicki's number, but that is not Peter Nowicki. I think that's Matt Buskey.
Yeah, Buskey.
I wonder if he forgot his jersey and he's borrowing Peter's. 30.4 to go. 83-67. This is going to be a second consecutive DC Wilcutt Tournament Championship over Ladue for the Cadets. It's a beautiful one. And here's Jared Cosby. Man, they're good.
They're still hitting the threes.
They are incredible. Well, the last 2 games we've done, Corey, the SLU game. SLU was nailing threes throughout the whole game. Richmond with the steal. Goddard. Goddard tries to cut inside, wins the ball back. Here's Avery Merriweather, puts it on the floor and goes up for the points. But that's going to do it. You're going to have a last-minute shot here from Hotz. Doesn't go. 85-70 is your final score, and CBC takes the tournament title. Boy, that was fun, wasn't it?
Good fun game, good pregame, good halftime and entertainment, good championship basketball there.
This is what the DC Wilcutt tournament should be. I don't mean CBC winning, although it's great to win a tournament honoring a legendary CBC figure like DC Wilcutt in the DC Wilcutt Gymnasium. But this kind of atmosphere, this kind of sportsmanship, this kind of energy, this is what DC Wilcutt stood for and still stands for. So it really is what you want to see in this game. And there is nobody happier in this gym than Luke Karhoff. Big smile on his face over there on the bench.
That's awesome.
So that is going to do it for us. They're announcing the all-tournament team, the MVP. I think we got to give the MVP award in this game to Christian Willis. there's nobody else you can even consider, I don't think.
I agree.
Your thoughts? Yeah.
28 points. He was in foul trouble early in the first half, and he still managed to score 28 points. He had inside game, outside game. Good job, Christian Willis.
And Christian Willis, Kenny Leslie, Jordan Barnes all being named to the all-tournament team. And I think, am I mistaken, they gave the tournament MVP to Jordan Barnes? Is that?
I don't
thought
know.
I heard that.
It's tough to hear all the way up here.
Yeah. But anyway, we can't hear too much from up here, so that is going to do it. We're going to leave you with the sight of CBC receiving this plaque. We want to thank, again, all of our students who make this broadcast possible. We want to thank Max Adamski, who did a phenomenal job as game day director, Josh Williams, Johnny Altoff, Scott Rice, William Kratz, Bryson Schroeder, John Rolfe, John McQuaid, and everybody who's made this broadcast possible. So we want to thank you for joining us. And in case you didn't hear it, join us next Friday, 7 o'clock, CBC versus Chaminade at Lindenwood, followed by CBC versus SLU Senior Night Hockey live from Afton Ice Rink. That's going to do it for us. I want to thank Coach Corey Bethany for joining me. For all of us here at CSN, I am Tom Mikewell. We want to thank you, and we will see you on Friday. Have a good night, everybody.